Mercedes stunned Red Bull with a qualifying turnaround to secure a front-row lockout, with Bottas sealing his 19th career pole position in F1 ahead of teammate Lewis Hamilton. Red Bull struggled with rear wing issues, with the team having to patch cracks with tape ahead of qualifying, before both Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez saw their final Q3 laps wrecked when Yuki Tsunoda went off track ahead of them, leading to Red Bull team boss Christian Horner stating they got Tsunoda'd. The result of this left Verstappen down in third place with teammate Perez in fourth place, despite looking like the dominant team in practice in Mexico City. AlphaTauri's Pierre Gasly won the best of the rest battle again with fifth place in qualifying, as Carlos Sainz Jr. claimed sixth place for Ferrari, just 0.02 faster than McLaren's Daniel Ricciardo. Charles Leclerc had to settle for eighth place for Ferrari, with AlphaTauri's Tsunoda and McLaren's Lando Norris completing the Q3 contenders, but both will start the Mexican GP from the back of the grid due to power unit change penalties. Esteban Ocon, Alpine, and Lance Stroll, Aston Martin, will also start from the back of the grid due to power unit changes, the latter also suffering a heavy crash in Q1, while George Russell takes a five-place grid drop for a gearbox change in his Williams. When is the F1 Mexican Grand Prix? Date: Sunday 7 November 2021. Start time: 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 1 p.m. local time. The 18th round of the 2021 F1 season, the Mexican GP at the Autódromo Hermanos Rodriguez, gets underway at 1 p.m. local time, 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, on Sunday 7 November. How can I watch the Mexican GP? In the United Kingdom, Sky Sports will be live broadcasting the Mexican GP, with the race shown live on Sky Sports F1 and Sky Sports Main Event. Pre-race coverage will be starting at 5:30 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time ahead of the race start at 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Channel: Sky Sports F1 and Sky Sports Main Event. Start time: 5:30 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, Sunday 7 November. When can I watch the Mexican GP highlights? In the United Kingdom, Channel 4 is also broadcasting highlights of the Mexican GP at 11:35 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time on Sunday. The full program will run for 1 hour and 30 minutes, covering the pre-race, the race highlights and the initial post-race reaction to wrap up the major talking points of the race weekend. For the entire 2021 F1 season, Channel 4 will broadcast highlights of every qualifying and race of each event. The highlights will also be available on Channel 4's on-demand catch-up services. Channel 4. Start time: 11:35 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, Sunday 7 November. Will the Mexican GP be on the radio? Live radio coverage of every practice, qualifying and race for the 2021 F1 season will be available on the BBC Radio 5 Live and 5 Live Sports Extra stations and via the BBC Sport website. Live coverage of the Mexican GP will start at 6:45 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time on BBC Radio 5 Live and on the BBC Sounds app. Weather forecast for the Mexican GP. Current weather forecasts predict sunny and dry conditions at the Autódromo Hermanos Rodriguez, with a very small chance of rain during the race. The temperature is expected to be 20 degrees Celsius for the start of the race, 8 degrees cooler than the United States GP. How many laps is the Mexican GP? The race is scheduled to complete 71 laps of the Autódromo Hermanos Rodriguez, covering a total race distance of 305.354 kilometers.